Sumter County, that's where a public safety committee is meeting to talk about the possibility of paving some of the worst dirt roads in the county. News 19's Sam Perez joins us from the Gamecock City with more details.
Throughout Sumter County, the Public Works Department says there's about 364 miles of private dirt roads. For some residents, living on those roads can be difficult.
This is the puddle that we have to drive through just to get to our house.
It is the most stressful thing I've been through in my life, financially, physically, mentally. And this has been fixed several times.
Tiffany Wagner moved into her home 5 years ago and says she had no idea that the private dirt road she lives on floods often.
It gets deep, it gets saturated, it gets muddy, it gets wet. You could literally, it comes up to your knees sometimes how deep this water gets in this area right here.
She says she's been through 4 cars since moving here because driving through the water has caused motor and transmission issues. Wagner lives with a heart condition and tells me that in the past, when her husband called emergency medical services to help her, they were unable to get to her house because of the road conditions.
If I was here by myself and I called EMS and the roads were like this, I'd die because nobody could get back there to get me.
We need to get our arms around how large the problem is.
County Councilman Carlton Washington is acting as chair of the Public Works Committee meeting during discussion of this ordinance. In Tuesday night's meeting, he's asking for a report from the county.
I'd like to see a report that includes numbers, length of roads, how much it's going to cost to maintain the roads that have the travel difficulty, and then once that happens, I think there are a couple different options. If the number is not an extremely large number, we can probably absorb it in our budget. If the number is an extremely large number, meaning in excess of $1 million, $2 million or so, then my suggestion would be to make it a part of the penny for progress.
Council members opposed to the ordinance change say they're worried that using the public funding for private roads may open the county up to a lawsuit.
My concern is if we don't do it and something happens to one of our citizens on a road where there isn't egress or ingress, I think we're definitely liable for a lawsuit.
For Street Squad Sumter, Sam Perez, News 19 WLTX.
And we will have more on this story tonight at 11. Well, work is under